Hey everybody, we are coming to DC, and if you are serious about getting into real estate investing, then you want to attend here. We have chosen DC because it's kind of the middle of the East Coast for everybody, and even for events in New York City, we've had people fly from Kansas, Ohio, Texas, all kinds of different places to come to these. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on this weekend in DC with me and Laura.
Yeah, this is your last chance to sign up and join us here in person. Actually, I have a soft spot for DC. I lived there back in the 80s, back in 86 and 87. And I lived in Prince William County. For anybody here in Virginia, you will know where that is. It's just outside of Washington, the south side. And real estate was just starting over there. There was nothing there. And now it has boomed leaps and bounds for the last almost 30 years, right? 40 years actually. So what I want to share with you is what is going on, not just in DC, but anywhere in United States. So that's why this is worth traveling for, and even more so if you're on the East Coast. But let me go a little bit into the specific of what we are going to discuss this weekend. And the great thing about being there in person is that you can ask questions. You can ask questions from us. You can interact with the audience. We have already a great group of women that signed up to be there. So we would like to have you join us as well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is laying the right foundation. What is that? What are three things that you need in order to get the business started on the right foot? Okay. And also, we're going to share with you and what are the top markets right now for wholesaling, for buy and hold, long-term rentals, short-term rentals. So we're going to give you some really cool tips, because the great thing about doing the event today is that you can do virtual investing. This was not possible 30, 40 years ago. Heck, it wasn't even possible 5 years ago. But now to be virtually living in DC, in New York, in these cities, where the traffic is crazy, but you don't have to go anywhere to be successful, is powerful, right? So we're going to share with you how to do that. Second thing, we're going to go into the top four strategies decoded. There are four strategies, guys, not three, but four. The fourth one is what is going to put the other three on steroids. Okay, so if you wonder how can you transition to a small time landlord to having several hundred units, I just had actually interview a podcast today with a lady that has $25 million of rental properties, and she accumulated it in only 6 years. So I'm going to share with you what is the tips the scale to the other side. And we're going to decode what is wholesaling. How can you do this virtually from anywhere in the world? The third thing we're going to talk is about leads. How many of you would like to know where to get leads, right? But more importantly, when I work with students, the first thing I want them to do is to close the deal in 4 weeks or less. And you know how they do that? We're going to explain that at the event. Okay, I'm the only coach in the country that has identified two different type of leads, and I grouped them into different groups. And I'm going to share with you that this weekend, if you even master one of these leads, you're going to close the deal in the next 4 weeks. Next but not least, we're going to go into virtual. Liz is actually going to explain this very well at the event, how she developed the business virtual. When COVID hit in 2020, we basically had to go from, it was virtual. I've been doing virtual since the 90s, honestly, but we had to bring it full virtual in 2020. And we're going to share with you how we made that transition. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the 5-step system. Okay, the 5-step system on how to put this in automated pilot. Guys, I just got back. I've been gone for a month in England. I traveled to England, Ireland, Scotland, and I drove everywhere. I rented a motorhome and still was able to do real estate. I was actually doing a live from Stonehenge, sharing with people that I just put the property on the contract that morning, which is going to give me a $600,000 profit. So yes, you can do this virtually from anywhere in the world. They're going to share with you. But also, I'm going to give you a little bonus strategy here at this event, which is something that everybody's talking about right now. It's kind of the elephant in the room, which is creative financing. Because let's face it, with the banks the way they're doing, the interest rate and everything else, we have to be creative as investors. We're not going to grow with the regular bank financing or hard money. So how do you get this? I'm going to share with you a secret concept of OPM with OPR, and I will explain that during the event. So unfortunately, this event is going to be live. It's not going to be recorded. It's not going to be streamed. So you have to be in the room. But if you are really serious, we, like Liz said, we had people when we hosted in New York, and that was in spring. This is the second time only we have hosted this year a live event. And when we had people coming from Boston, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia, and that's why a lot of people brought to our attention. That's why we're coming into Washington, because it's all for you to hop on an Amtrak train or flying or everywhere. Washington D.C. is very well connected anywhere. Come and join us. You will not regret it. You will learn so much in just 3 to 4 hours.
And
Liz, you want to share anything
not
else?
just that, we're going to have food. We're providing lunch for you guys. We have raffles going out. It's just, you get manuals to take home. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can't beat being in a room with full of women that are wanting to invest or looking to level up. We get all types of women into the room. We'll be talking wholesaling, buy and hold, fix and flip, all of it. So if you want to be there, I really recommend making that effort to come in. You're in the Boston area, anywhere. You guys can all come in from the East Coast, and we will see you. It's this Saturday at 11 a.m.
And let me share one last thing. For anybody wondering, yes, it's going to be in person, Liz and I. Okay, we're not sending somebody else and hook you in like some of the other live events coaching do. They say they talk, but then when you go there, it says, oh, they're not there. No, it's me and Liz. So if you've been following us for a while, or you want to know us more, or you want to see if we're the real thing, this is the event. We want to be there. We will talk to you in person. We're very approachable. That's one of the things everybody say. We want to keep these events small enough, but big enough for you to make it worthwhile for everybody to network. So come and join us. I can't wait to see you on Saturday, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yep, the link is in the description. So if you want the link to be able to attend, see everything else in more detail, where is it located and all of that, it's in the description. And if you have any other questions, just comment on this video and I'll make sure that they get answered. So we'll see you Saturday.
Okay, see you soon.